It is now time for our special sit down with our guest, and we're going to be delving into who the man is behind the camera, because we're all pretty sure that you know who he is. He's been on your screens for quite some time, and the ladies and I are going to do some digging. So, Smooth IK, welcome to Tuvwangwe Lifestyle.
Welcome.
Nice to be on the show.
Yeah, it's so nice to finally have you. Yeah.
He needs a drum roll, you know, like a whole, because he's a legend.
Yeah, we should have actually brought out a bottle of champagne, rolled the red carpet, you know. But you know, I'm sure we can do that some other time. Yeah, I mean, legends need to be celebrated, and we celebrate you.
Thank you very much. I'm humbled to be here.
Yeah. How are things going for you?
Well, actually,
Yeah?
Yeah. I always try to make sure things are well. It's important that it's deliberate for things to work out. So I make the effort.
True.
Yeah.
All right. Is there any sort of ritual that you've performed over the last couple of years to make sure that you stay relevant in your craft?
Oh, I thought you were gonna say that
Sacrifices?
No, why he looks young? Is he a vampire or something?
Oh my gosh!
Because he looks the same. So when you said ritual, that was the first thing that was going through my mind.
No, there's no ritual. It's just maybe my lifestyle, and I don't think that's a ritual. I think everybody has a lifestyle. It's just about what you adopt. And yeah. If you stick to it, I stick to mine. Of course, sometimes I backslide, but I try and stick to my lane, and yeah, it's working out.
Okay. I mean, it's a good thing you've said lifestyle. So we want to know, because, I mean, there's no Tuvwangwe without the lifestyle.
Oh, yeah.
So what exactly is your lifestyle? What do you do for fun? Who are you? You know,
Off the cameras.
okay, on TV, but we don't know. Do you love playing basketball? You know, we don't see you out in the club. Like, what do you do? Huh?
Well, firstly, I work. I think that's a big part of me. I do a lot of work, and again, I'm happy that I'm doing what I love to do, and I think that's the difference. And everybody would do a lot of work if they're doing the job they love to do. Yeah. A lot of people are boxed into maybe their father's dream, their parents' dream, or because somebody said that's the right thing to do, or because this is what they studied, so they have to then do this. Yeah. You know, I was one of those very fortunate that I studied marketing, but then I quickly branched out and sponsored myself.
Okay.
And then started doing what I love to do. So I don't club as much.
I was about to say, she asked about lifestyle. We've heard about the word. Yeah. She asked about lifestyle. Do you prefer gin? Do you like brandy?
No, I don't
You don't drink?
No.
What is your favorite food?
Yeah, well,
What do you do in your free time?
Oh, you don't drink alcohol?
no.
Is that your secret to looking young?
Oh, wow. No wonder.
Richie, I take that offensively. I drink wine.
Well, girl, no. So no alcohol, okay.
No alcohol. So what's your favorite food to eat?
Food, bread. Bread.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Interesting.
Really?
Yeah.
Like the stuff we try to stay away from.
But also it's because I exercise a lot. I
Yeah.
play football, I exercise at home. I've got this bike. You know, like I said, I've got a regime. I do things. So I know exercise is important. I know I select what I eat. I don't eat anything. Yeah, I don't eat red meat, for instance. I've not had that in a while. Deliberately.
Red meat.
I don't do the fries thing.
Is it,
Okay.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna take him all the way back to his childhood. What was it like growing up? What type of a family do you come from? How many are you in your family? Were you the spoiled favorite kid? Or were you the naughty one that got into trouble?
That's the thing, though. I think I've had a very boring life, if you like. I've been the good boy. You know what I'm saying? You know, I've been the one that they would say, be like this one. Why can't you be like this one?
Really?
Yeah. So, and also I had a very strict brother who passed on. And I didn't really like him that much, sorry to say, but that's the truth. I didn't like him because I felt that he put a lot of pressure on me.
Right.
But you know, I think that then God sent him in my life deliberately.
Yeah.
He wanted to create who I am right now.
Yeah.
He passed on when I was going into grade 10. And when I wrote my grade 9, he was saying this one was passed. Because he made sure I'm not girl thing, I'm not into, you know, I don't take alcohol. He made sure that is the case. He used to take alcohol. He was the girlies guy. You know, so I think because of that, Firstly, I didn't like him because I felt I needed to explore like he has explored.
Yeah.
But in the end, I remember in the time they told me I died. I wasn't that touched when it was hit by a car. I wasn't that touched, which was sad, really.
Yeah.
In retrospect, but I was young, and that was.
I was going to say, did you mend that relationship later on, or is it one of those things where, because a lot of people get it confused when you say that you're actually not close to your siblings?
Yeah, but
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
So it didn't mend it.
Yeah.
But I mended myself. If that makes sense.
You made your peace with
Because
it.
I realized that for me, I just told myself, you know what, there's a God out there. Because
Yeah.
everything now that I've done, and I think even in my family, I'm one of those people that people look up to, and I've been steadfast. And I attribute a lot of that to what my brother instilled in me. You know, he must have gone about it maybe for me then the wrong way.
Yeah.
But in the end, the means justified or the end justified the means, really, because I think that I'm a pretty decent guy in that sense. And I think all because of what he did. I hated it.
Yeah.
In the end, I realized, wow, without that, maybe I would have followed him. Because he could have easily said, drink with me. You know how you look up to your brother. Your brother drinks with me. Your brother's about girls, you're about girls. Your brother skips school, you skip school.
Yeah.
It would have made sense. But I didn't do all that because I think he knew he was doing wrong things, but he wanted me
he
to
was
do the right
shielding
thing.
you.
Yeah.
And I know you mentioned you play soccer now. Did that stem from your childhood?
Yes,
Did you play soccer from-
all the way, man, all the way. That's the one thing I remember. I haven't got the best memory. So I like some of you maybe remember your friends in grade 1. I don't.
I don't. I don't. I do. Still friends to this day.
Yeah, you know. I don't remember. I remember from grade 6.
Yeah, about there.
Hey, guy.
You know, but I remember that I played football. I think that was my escape because of everything else that was happening and how, like I said, very strict home. And I played football. Football was free, you know. So even up to now, when I play football, for me, that's the best moment. I go out to Barcelona there, the complex. I feel alive when I'm playing football. So I look forward to the weekend.
Does your team need cheerleaders? I think Italy like.
Yeah. I remember last time we played basketball. I think you came too.
Yes.
A lot of noise. So yeah. But football is really one of the things that really makes me alive, and I look forward to the week because I feel fresh. Like yesterday I was playing football. I'm feeling good right now.
Nice.
A bit of aches here and there, and those are the right aches you want. You want to feel to ache because you know that the body has been worked on. In the right way, let me say that.
Okay, so I want to tell you a story because obviously you may not even remember because I was probably very young. Look, we don't even know how old you are honestly at this point. But I'll still tell the story anyway. I always loved radio, and there's a time I was listening to you on a show that you used to present. What's Your Thirst? I won't mention the brand name.
Yes.
And I called in and I want to see Diddy the remix.
Oh wow.
Yes, I mean I never got to pick it up because I lived in Kidsway.
Is it
and
now?
you were and you were on radio, and I was like, oh my god, I just want to see D on that. What's Your Thirst show? That one, you remember?
Yeah, I remember very
I was
well.
one of those kids that used to call in. So
Okay.
obviously, we know you as a legend. You've been doing TV, you've been doing radio, and so many amazing things. You know, and there have been times when people have been mean to you as well. They don't understand the journey and they don't understand what you do, especially with your talk show. And you know, they call for you to step down and say you've been doing your show for since 1960. How do you feel about things like this? You know.
But I went past that stage a long time ago. There were times that I used to feel very upset even, and I used to say to myself, they don't even know what I go through.
Yeah.
You know? But long time ago, so when social media came through and everybody's talking, I'm like, oh yeah. And good thing I went through all that because then it was the papers. They would write all of the stuff, like how do you have a talk show in Zambia? You don't even have celebrities. This show won't last and all that stuff. I know for me all that was just fuel. Like so it might last because we don't have enough celebrities. Okay, maybe because we're dealing with guys in music. Because back in the days, and I understand even now, people think celebrities are musicians. So I said, okay, maybe let's branch into movies. Maybe let's branch into people that do
Like
plays,
sportsmen,
TV
presenters.
and I was thinking I was reinventing the wheel, but no, actually those are celebrities too. It's not the musicians like most think. But so for me, with criticism, I can't. there's always a bit of truth in it. So you have to look at it and say, okay, what can I pick from here?
Yeah.
A lot of it is just talk. A lot of it is people now just decided to be behind the laptop and write
Yeah,
away.
keyboard warriors.
Yeah. So a lot of it is trash, but a lot of it you can learn from it and can actually help you to build. You know, there can be an inspiration from there. So I don't read a lot of these things anymore, whatever they write down there, because I think that now I've got a lot of friends, but if somebody has something, they'll let me know.
Yeah.
With the criticism, though, how do you stay grounded? Because you'll get criticism on social media, which is one thing, and you said back in the days it was the papers. Now, if you are not actively seeking that out, because nobody wants to read bad stuff about them, so you would tend to avoid it. Now, you've got people in your circle who would possibly praise you and always say that you're doing a good job. How do you find yourself keeping grounded and always trying to keep what you're talking about fresh and relevant? You say you stay in your lane, but then how do you spice it up? We're in this Gen Z generation, everybody's an activist. How do you make it interesting for these new crop of kids?
What's important is the people you surround.
Yeah.
With people that tell me the truth. You know, that you tell me that I think the show here, you should have done this. I think the commentary that day was, you know, I think you did this. That people, and that I believe in.
Yeah.
And I've deliberately made it like that. Like the time I stopped taking energy drinks because I was taking a whole lot of that. You know, any excuse to take an energy drink. And I told people, certain people that I believe in, say, no, I should not, I've stopped taking energy drinks. Because I know they'll keep watch. Because I hang with them, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like that. There are people that I will say, look, watch this, what do you think? And every show I do, because I don't watch my shows, I'm a huge critic of myself, so I rarely watch what I've done. But I always tell someone to watch and then they'll tell me what they think. And then I'll say, okay, I think this happened that time. I remember, yes, I should have. That way. So I have a clique of friends that will talk to me.
And tell you honestly.
Truthfully to me, otherwise the rest of it I really don't mind. People and dogs back at the moving car, the moment they stop talking, I think I have a problem, then maybe I'm not relevant anymore. They need to keep talking, that's important. So I really don't care, but I also have the right people that talk to me. And it's deliberate. You don't wait and say, that one will tell me. I have told them, I want you because I believe in you. I believe you make the right decision. You tell me whatever you see about me or hear, what you think, because I believe in what you say. So I've got those kind of things.
Now, I just want to take you back to the show, Smooth Talk, and your name, Smooth IK. Which one came first?
Chicken or the egg?
Yeah, chicken or the egg. Smooth IK, and then the show Smooth Talk, or Smooth Talk, and then Smooth IK.
No, it was a name. I was on radio as Smooth IK for some time. For like
Why
2
the
years.
name Smooth?
Yeah, and people ask me that. And now they ask it with, you know, why it's Smooth.
With all the ladies,
No, but the name, we struggled to find the name with Innocent Kalaluka. He's the one that brought me into radio, right? And I'm one of those that grew up watching TV, listening to radio, but never thought of myself there. It just happened, you know, because Innocent says, hey, do this. And I'm like, you think? He says, yeah. And I tried out. And it works. So even the name was like, we need to give you a name. So, you know, we had all these names, Spiky something, whatever. But this is the way I still operate. And I think everybody operates like that if you pay attention. When you've given your mind the task, it keeps working even when you're not. So for me, I'm like, we're looking for a name and we don't get the name that we want. 3 days later, I tell him, what about Smooth IK? I tell him that because that day, I just woke up and I said, Smooth IK. So the brain always works. So it was telling me. So I listened. And when I come up with titles for my shows, when I come up with ideas for my shows, if I say I want to do a sports show, on the day I can right away, but 2-3 days later I'll come up with what I want to shoot. Because I know that the brain works continuously. So the name just came. Then, you know, now it kind of sounds, This is cool name. You know? But it was just something I just thought. Smooth IK, that's my initial. So
Okay.
Speaking of names, are you sharing Kalaluka with anybody?
Yeah, I don't know why the other gender likes to take other people's names, but yes, I'm sure it's all.
You gladly give the name, so don't say the other gender.
I didn't get it. I just introduced myself as Innocent Kalaluka. I said, no, I like the last name. I'm like,
So your relationship status is?
Married.
Okay,
Very married.
married.
How many children?
What? Children 3.
3.
One boy, 2 girls.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
I was looking at the design of the ring. So I used to work in a jewelry shop, just by the way. So I'm always looking at people's jewelry. So I wanted to ask about the unconventional, because generally, I mean, it's black, but you usually see either gold or, you know, silver or something. It's got a little
like
blue
a
ring.
titanium
Did
or
you
platinum
design that
kind
yourself, or was it something that you just said I didn't want anything standard or too blingy? How do you?
No,
how did you come?
I didn't design it.
Yeah.
I saw it.
Yeah,
And I said I want that one.
Yeah.
I've lost
a number of them.
hands like 3 times.
Yeah.
The first time my wife was upset, the second time she can understand. I'm claustrophobic, so even sleeping I remove it.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were one of those who opens beer bottles with your ring.
With the wedding ring.
So I.
Kind of cool though. It's kind of cool.
That people that
Yeah.
do that though?
Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
It's a good bottle opener. A wedding band for a man. Yeah.
No, but it looks very cool. So I was just wondering, because most people tend to go for the standard colors. This is
no, but also
very modern.
deliberately I wanted it to be a bit different. Even the last 3 I lost, they were not the usual one color, and I'm not a gold person. So.
What I like
Okay,
is that
stop
he
losing
has
rings,
actually replaced them rings
Yes.
consistently, because most men are just like, yeah, they love us, so
Yeah.
fine. And we move, you know?
No, we're proud of you because
Yeah.
any other man would just be like, yeah, it's fine.
It doesn't prevent anything, I'll tell you that, and that's the truth. It does not prevent anything.
I think-
Ladies love it because they're wearing a ring, we're just wearing a ring. It doesn't prevent anything. What prevents anything from happening, despite the ring? Self.
Yes.
True.
So I can do what I want.
Snap me at
I think so. That's a brilliant way to end the interview, actually. Thank you very much for joining us.
Yeah.
Thank you, thank you. Don't forget that you can join the conversation with #Tuvwangwe Lifestyle, #Zambezi Magic. We'll be right back.